Have you ever desired to show off something you created, like we'll say in racing, or in this case even sim racing? While on the track, simulator, or hauling close to the ground in a cart, Abruzzi Racewear has you covered. If you've ever needed to promote your team logo, name, colors, or just feeling a bit more confident in your sim rig, Abruzzi Racewear is your answer. Team shirts, jackets, and even hats, they go the extra mile. Custom race shoes to gloves and even kart suits, Abruzzi has the supplies to fit your needs. Customizable from team names to colors, and yes, you can even have your own name embroidered just the way you want it. In sim racing, they give you the comfort and feel of being strapped into a cockpit to bring the experience closer to the way you desire it. Their range of sim apparel has been created to not only meet and exceed the highest levels of comfort and quality, but also to enable you to make it yours. To add your personality, take a look today at AbruzziUSA.com to see the lineup and what they have to offer. AbruzziUSA.com, with customization at heart, your wear, your way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway here with Gulf Coast IndyCar Series for an amazing Thursday night worth of racing. Lee Tidwell, Zach Hall, and Robert Moya joining you here this evening as we get set, as I said, for Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, race number 2 here tonight. Zach at the beautiful Homestead Miami Speedway. I really enjoy this track, and I'm really going to enjoy watching these Indy cars flying around.
Yeah, definitely going to enjoy it tonight here in the Homestead Miami Speedway. As you said, here under the lights. This track's going to have a ton of grip. These guys are going to be flying, and we actually in the DW12 now. So we went up a new generation of IndyCar here at Gold Coast, and the racing still, though, as you can see, the times in qualifying here has we've had pretty much 20 cars put times out of the 21. So pretty much everybody through this first 6 minutes has put times down. But Cody McCauley right now at 25.143, and man, all the way down to 15th, there's almost less than a tenth. So really all the way down to 13th, it's only a tenth of a second. So very close field.
Yeah, these guys are ready tonight. 80 degrees here in Miami, 70% humidity under a clear sky. We got winds at 12 miles an hour. Going to be blowing from 2 to turn 1 here this evening. It's a 1.4-mile oval. 100 laps, 1.5 miles, excuse me. 100 laps here tonight. And Robert, I am looking forward to our second race of the season for Gulf Coast IndyCar Series.
Yes, we are. Lee, you might want to check your mic. You're cutting in and out.
Yeah, you are cutting a little out.
That's your internet. You might want to disconnect and reconnect Discord. But yes, second round here tonight at Homestead. Here with these guys here. It's going to be a fun race. I appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight. So I forgot to change that. But all right, Zach. Well, like you said, Zach, we went from one generation to the next generation. Now with the DW12s. Haven't seen these vehicles out on the track for a while either. So what are we looking at with moving from, you know, the 09s to the 12? What difference do you know? Do you know what the difference we're looking at here now?
You know, off the top of the head, I really couldn't tell you the hugest difference. Really, it's just the, you know, the overall body kits of these Indy cars here. These, I believe, deal with a little bit more ground effect with the floor of the race car to build their downforce, and a little bit more simpler front wing, which I believe, and rear diffuser section. So I think these cars, they were brought in to be safer. With Dan Wellens' unfortunate crash, they dedicated this car to him because he did a lot of testing to make sure this was a safer car for IndyCar racing, as they have the pods on the rear wheels, so you can't, ramp up the back of another car, I guess you could say, when the wheels touch. So, good innovations on this car that were brought to IndyCar and probably helped save a lot of lives.
Very true, very true. Yeah, that's the difference. But all right, you got everything working there, Lee?
We certainly hope so, sir.
Sound better. We'll find out.
We most definitely will. As we still got about a minute left in qualifying, but everybody's turned their lap, so we will get set to go through the starting lineup tonight for the second race of the season for Gulf Coast IndyCar Series here at Homestead. On the pole tonight with a 25.144 is going to be Cody McCauley. In second, new to the league, but not new to Freaky Fast Broadcasting, the number 31 machine of Julian Altena. In third position, the number 17 of Sean Garrett. In fourth, the 58 of Bill Swabauer. In fifth, Nate Booker. Sixth, Joe Hutchings. Seventh, Gary Corley. Eighth will be Josh Gardner. Ninth, Max Davies. 10th, Simon Grills. And 11th, Lanny Mills. 12th will be Charles T. 13th, Nicholas Nuck. And 14th, Francis Forino. 15th, Cody Bullock. 16th, Josh Apollo. 17th, Nick Rowland. 18th, Daniel Andrea. There we go. And 19th, Nicholas. There you go, Zach. Hit that one for me. Nicholas
Wasner.
He's going to be Nick tonight. And in tonight, starting to be Joe McElroy. McElroy. We said it right. McAdory. There we go. I just needed it one time. I got it the rest of the broadcast. But we get set to get started here. As we said, Zach, 100 laps at Miami. And for these cars, you remember we're talking about so much downforce, so much speed that they're going to be carrying through this entire course.
Yeah, we're going to see, I think, a pretty decent little pack race here, and it's going to be one of the things that's really, really, really interesting to see all night, how this plays out with racing. It could be single file to double file racing, but I would expect clean air is going to be very, very crucial, but at the same time, I've seen races where the clean air hasn't mattered as much, and I think this track will lend itself to more of the racing side due to the higher banking here at Homestead Line.
Yeah, and that's going to be the thing here too, Zach. What line's going to be the line to run, between 1 and 2, and then we know turn 3 and 4 is a little different than 1 and 2. It's got more of a egg shape, I guess, is what you want to call it. So, do you run that high line up there with these cars, or do you go in low, carry it up high, and then come out low? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We'll have to see. These guys will definitely put that to the test here as we get ready to kick this thing off, as we got a little bit of time left before we grid.
Yeah, just a couple of minutes, not too awful long, but about to get started back here, started here with our beginning of the race. Robert, does that sound any better, sir? Sounds like I got some technical issues tonight.
No, it actually sounds like you got the microphone in your mouth.
It's like popping.
Yeah.
Like
hard.
It's almost like a connection pop noise, like where you're like in and out, kind of like it almost sounds like it's connection internet wise, but I don't think it is. I think it might be something. Check your plugins on your microphone and all that stuff, and make sure everything's secure, because it sounds like it's just, you ever had like a headphone out and something just pops a little bit and it in and out a little bit, but it's not doing it much, but it's doing it definitely. You definitely sound different, I would say.
Do I sound better now?
It kind of did it again. It's got like a robot-y, I guess you could say, Robert, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like almost like a filter or something, like type. It's kind of hard to explain, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Well, fellas, I apologize. There's nothing
Sound good now.
Well, there we go.
Whatever you did.
We tried to
it's
get rid
working.
of Lee, and it didn't work.
Oh, I literally was 2 seconds from disconnecting from the whole thing and going, "You got it tonight, guys. See you later."
Literally, it's good now. That's crazy. Wow, it's completely fine.
No idea. The wonderful world of the internet. So we get set here at Miami Homestead with these Indy cars, and I jumped on this track tonight, as I do before every race, just to turn a lap and in the exact vehicles that everybody's going to be driving. And it's a lot of fun, but it's a handful, I tell you that.
That's for sure. That is very much for sure.
Green flag.
So
green
here we
flag.
go. Pace car comes in, green flag waves, and McCauley will bring him to the line.
Cody with a good restart there, getting a little bit of gap over Julian there in second, but you'll see this draft immediately come into effect down this back straightaway.
It sure is. McCauley, Altina, Garrett, Booker, Corley, your top five. Your race now, second, third, and fourth. Altina now looking to the inside of McCauley, coming into turn number 3. Almost touch wheels there, and that's very dangerous in these cars. We're going to be racing it back to the line. McCauley will lead that lap, but Alton on the inside, Garrett on the outside of him. Right behind him is Booker and then Corley. So the top 5 make it 6 with Hutchings pulling up there as well. So we got some racing here in the front of the pack and into 3, Alton is strong.
Yeah, side by side still, trying to make the bottom of 3 and 4 work. Think he's going to be able to do it here almost clear, but he's going to get a little bit of a less of a run out of 4 there compared to Cody. We're going to see him side by side and get down into 1.
Gets the to lead a lap there on lap number 2. Julian Alton on the number 31 machine. Qualified second up 1 position, and now Garrett's coming up to the backside of McCauley as well. Corley looking to the inside of Garrett, and that front 4 is racing hard.
They're already showing what it is. They're going to want to get, at some point, you're going to want that clean air when these these tires get a little bit worn. So fighting for clean air is going to be very important, and Julian's trying to hold on to it because he doesn't want it back.
Absolutely. As we come into 3, Altina will hug that white line. McCauley to the outside, now drips in behind, and then now going to race it back to the line, and it was just a thin difference there. These two have been racing, and we got a caution. Looks like number 15. Number 15 of Nick.
Yeah, Nick there.
See what happened to Nick. Is going to be coming out of 4. And it looks like he clipped the backside of one other car.
Yeah, looks like just got a little bit into the back of the car in front of him, and just the wheels, like, that was really weird, actually.
Yeah, got to the backside of Francis Farino in the 25. And a small clip there, but then that's going to now bring out the caution on lap number 6 of 100 here in Miami under the lights of the great state of Florida. You know my best thing about Florida?
What's your favorite thing about Florida?
Universal Studios.
You know, that's actually pretty awesome. I would love to go there and experience that one time down there in Florida. I've been to Daytona 500, so I have been to Florida.
When we went to Universal, the way that we came from Tennessee down to Florida, we actually took a route. So my wife, because she loved NASCAR, always has. I was a casual fan back in like the 80s and 90s, fell out of it for a while and stuff, but she was always been a big fan. And we went to the Daytona International Speedway just so she could say that she has seen it in person, even though we only got to see it from the outside. She was really excited to see that. And I think it's huge, that whole complex.
Oh, it's amazing. It's an amazing work of art, that's for sure. It's gigantic, 2.5 miles, around the track, and then all the space in the infield around the area. It is crazy. But also kind of crazy is Cody McCauley from the second position pits. So, interesting call there. From the starting on the pole, being second, now deciding to go to pit road. Get 4 fresh tires. So I figured he would have stayed out with that track position, but he's got a lot of race left. We'll see how that plays out for him.
Yeah, not sure exactly what that could have been about, because as you said, not a lot of laps on those tires. So Altina will be in first, Sean Garrett in second, Gary Corley in third, Joe Hutchings in fourth, and Josh Garner in fifth. Corley up 4 spots since the start. Hutchings up 2. Gardner up 3. Nate Booker down 1 in 6th position. Bill Swabauer is in 7th. Max Davies in 8th. And 9th will be Simon Grills in 10th. Charles Teed, and that rounds out your top 10. And you know, one of the great things about Cautions gives us time to talk about some great products and features here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. And guess what I ordered another pair of today because I want different kinds. I ordered me a new pair of Abruzzi gloves. Abruzzi USA, ABRUZZI, USA.com. Abruzzi USA, your wear, your way. They've got sim gloves. They've got karting gloves, kart boots, all kinds of apparel. And if you use the promo code FreakyFast, it is 20% off for any order over $30. That's FreakyFast, your promo code. Any order over $30, and they're at Abruzzi USA, and use that code. So Abruzzi USA, your wear, your way. And yeah, I ordered some of the personalized gloves a week or so ago, and now I went back today and ordered just the basic gloves because I want my practice gloves and my racing gloves.
Oh, okay. So look at him. He's been splurging on the Abruzzi. I'm almost there. I'm still we're gonna figure out as a team what pair of gloves we want to design, how we want to design them, and we're gonna get them like that. So it's gonna be fun though. I can't wait. So anybody out there also looking to get customized sim racing gloves and for a premium price, I must say, like, man, you can't beat the prices that Abruzzi has for all of the gear they have. You know, they have sim racing shoes, they have actually karting boots, karting gloves, they have fire suits. I mean, you can get whatever you want for Abruzzi sim racing karting wise. So that's
with
awesome,
as you said, great prices, and use Freaky Fast as your promo code for 20% off of orders $30 or more. And if I am not mistaken, the lights are still on the lights are still on the pace car. And I wonder if this is going to be a replay of Kentucky of multiple pace laps triggered by something. Don't forget to stay tuned as we talk to you about all the great sponsors here. And I've also got another promo code for you that we'll give during our next caution break that'll get you 10% off of those starter gloves there at AbruzziUSA.com. So don't go anywhere. We'll make sure we get that to you on the next caution. Also talk to you about the Butt Kicker and the Gamer 2, the buttkicker.com. I still need, now I got to get me one of those, man. I think I've bought everything from our sponsors.
Brian's got him a Butt Kicker. So
I need to get his opinion of it. I just think it would be really cool.
I don't think he uses it just because due to the fact that, like, he so he doesn't disturb who he lives with.
Robert says it is very loud. Every broadcast do the Butt Kicker. He's like, warn your neighbors. We're gonna crank it up. I'm like, oh no, here we go.
You have a mini earthquake there with you. But I tell you one thing, that would definitely help for sim racing, having the vibration and the fidelity of the sound there. So, awesome,
well, yeah, because
product.
You start to get loose. Your tires spin. It's going to rev your engine up higher. You're going to feel it, not just in your wheel and in your hands, but in your backside. So, I mean, besides a full motion sim rig, that's probably one of the closest. The Butt Kicker is one of the closest things you can buy to really bring in more of that immersion. I mean, think about this: get some Abruzzi gloves, get you a Butt Kicker Gamer 2, and then get you a VR headset, and you're sitting in one of these cars.
Yeah, literally.
Lights are off, and we are about to get back underway. It'll be lap number 11. When we cross the line, Altina will bring them here at Miami Homestead, and the green flag is out. Altina, Garrett, Corley, Hutchins, and Gardner, your top 5. Nice start there by Julian.
Yeah, Julian did an amazing job to take off there with Sean Garrett. Not letting him get too far away. He's going to take a look down there on the bottom of that 17. Ooh, what a run off of 2. Can he clear? I think he will down the back straightaway. Yes, he does.
Yeah, Sean Garrett with a monster run there off of 2. Going to stay hugged to that bottom line with Altina right behind him. Corley in 3rd. There we go. Hutchins, Garner, Booker would be your top 6, excuse me. And we
I'm
got
back here
some
for 7th.
yeah.
Or 8th, actually. 8th back here with Bill. It was going off. They've kind of single filed up now, but they're nose to tail here for. Oh, they're wrecking.
Oh man, 2 out. Caution on the course, on the
He's
track.
under the racetrack.
Oh no. How did that happen?
My camera went crazy. It was. I don't know.
I was watching it as we were going through, but then everything just went crazy.
It all started there around the 58, I believe. There, Bill.
Yeah, the 58 of Swabauer, and then couple different
touch.
Oh
I
man,
think Simon Grills just touched him a little bit in the rear end, and it sent him around. Man, what a chain reaction!
So yeah, just touched him in the backside, and then 4 cars gathered in that accident. Man, that was some.
That was almost a dollar dance there. He was spinning like a top. So
Yeah, absolutely was. As I'm trying now to get my. Let's see, I got my timing. I've got my overlay, and the other one I'm missing is my incidents. There we go. Events.
and you know, Lee, we also have one fast repair. So Bill, Charles, Nicholas, a few of these guys are going to be able to repair their cars, get them fixed up, and have one more shot at it here with the fresh car. So good on them there. So they're still in it.
Yeah. And, excuse me. And while we're under this caution, let's talk about the Butt Kicker in Gamer 2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience, and the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from the subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it is all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's Freaky with 2 E's, of course. FreakyFast20 for 20% off of your order of the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. And Zach, as we look back through the field, Nuck's moved up 5 positions, now sitting in 8th. And we've had a lot of movement here from basically 6 on back. Davies, Grills, Nuck, Roland, Apollo sitting in 10th position. Farino in 11th, up 3 positions. Andrea up 6 positions, sitting in 12th. So we've had some movement going around there. But a lot of that has to do with that accident that took 4 cars out that are now using that fast repair.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to shake it up here a little bit. But Nick Rowland, big move through the field there, of course, 17th and 9th. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it shakes up here a little bit.
Yeah, and interesting. Fastest lap of the race so far, 24.955 by Cody Bullock, who is sitting in 17th position after all that shake around. Had to pit on lap number 12.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting to see. Some of these guys going back through that. It's got their fast repair now.
So let's look at Mr. Joe Hutchings in the 9 machine. He is going to settle into 12th position here for this restart. He's down 7. He has had not the worst luck of this race. That would go to Swabauer, but man, poor Hutchings. Down 7 spots, now sitting in 13th.
Yeah, and I believe I'm going to look here at data here to see. I believe he pitted.
Hutchings.
Yes, he did. 14,
lap
lap 14. So, yeah, he pitted under this caution, too. So, he decided to take some tires, give up a little track position. So, we got to see Cody McCauley. He's still stuck back here in 16th. He was our pole sitter who pitted from 2nd. This was the last caution. So, he's in the danger zone, as I like to call it.
Yes, sir. As the lights still going? I can't even
The
tell.
lights are still on. They should go off this next time.
So, again, these are unusually long cautions, correct?
Yes, that's from what I feel. Yes.
We experienced the same thing. What was that Tuesday night in Kentucky? Just Sunday night, excuse me. In Kentucky, just unusually long cautions. Like there was an extra lap or so thrown in there. So, yeah, the lights keep going.
And they're off there.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah, we should be going next time. So, see, this one will be. Yeah, pretty much right. I mean, it's set. It's from what I'm looking at, it's 5 pace laps. So I mean, it's technically just about right. That's what you should see. But it's
Lap 17 of 100 here at Miami. With Sean Garrett in the lead, Altino will slide into second. Corley, Gardner, Booker, and Davies will round out your top 6 and begin that first 3 rows here of this restart when we come back for lap number 18.
yeah, this is gonna be wild to get us back started here. Sean Garrett took the lead on that last restart lead from Julian. Let's see if Julian can do the same move back to maybe Sean here.
Because I really thought Altino had just the perfect restart, and then coming out of 2, Garrett had such a run. I mean, a monster run, and overtook that position. Pace car comes off. Garrett will bring him to the line. Single file restart. Here we go, and he had Altino check up. Do you see it?
Yeah, he definitely did a good job right there. You know, slowing it up and he can go.
Good job there by Sean Garrett. Yeah,
Keep
but
going,
Altino's got
big run down the back straightaway here. You're gonna see that right there. He's going to look to the outside.
Altino looking to the outside. Corley just trying to pull up with the top 2, and as they race, it's letting him lower that distance. Now only a half a second. We come to the line. Altino looking to the outside of Garrett. We go into 1. Garrett on the low side. Altino on the high side. Almost side by side. But tell you what, Garrett seems to have a better 1 and 2, and Altino has that 3 and 4. Now here it is, racing down the backstretch.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing about Homestead actually. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 are different corners. Banking same style of banking, but the radius of the corners is a little different.
Yeah, it's kind of the, as Robert calls it, paperclip shape.
Oh, wow, and back here for 12th, Cody McCauley taking it 3 wide. Pole setter trying to work his way back through with Joe Hutchins there behind him.
McCauley in that number 62 machine. And we've got just a little cluster back there with McCauley, Rowland, Apollos, Hutchins. All of them are out. Oh, side by side into the wall. And the caution comes out. And the caution was actually... Oh! What happened there?
Was that Julian?
I'm not
That was. No, it was Julian.
Oh, no.
A little bit of contact there in 4 between Julian and I believe Josh Garner.
Altino in the number
Or
31
Simon.
machine.
Gary, the 7. This contact.
Yeah, Altino on the high side, and then, gets touched and spun by Gary Corley. Man, Corley didn't mean to. I mean, with these open wheels, too, when you race, 100 laps side by side, there is bound to be some incidents. If you touch tires, and we saw Corley, almost shoot up in the air just from the tire touch.
Yeah, and that's what we like to call a little bit of internet right there too, helping that. That wasn't. It does that did happen. The tires were definitely going to touch, but definitely had some internet reaction there too with the way both those cars reacted. But yeah, unfortunate on both sides there for them. I think Julian actually survived with no damage. Yeah, he's got some side pod damage on the left side. I take that back with no front wing, so he's pretty beat up. He'll have to use his fast repair. So both those guys are going to have to use fast repair in the 731 here down pit road.
Yep, Altino coming in, no front wing. As you said, there's the fast repair for Julian. So, yep, he will be coming back on with using that fast repair. Garrett will remain in first, Garner in second. Grills all the way up to third. Look at the move by Garner, 6 positions up. Grills in third, 7 positions up. Booker and Davies will round out your top 5.
Yeah, big movers. Josh Apollo's there, 16th, 7th. I mean, we can go all through this field here of big movers. Some guys jumping around. So, yeah, Simon Grills, though, what a good job there on him to get the lead there. And it's looking here, it looks like got a good bit of guys coming to pit road here with Nate Booker and Sean Garrett staying out with Josh Garner leading them down.
Yeah, it's about time for a pit party!
Pretty much. It's the majority of the field here coming down. So here on lap 22, completed a lap 22, starting 23. These guys are going to be coming down here to get service on pit road.
Yeah, Grills goes into the pits with everyone else, but running the fastest lap of the race, that last green flag lap, 24.939. So he has a fast car. That's why he was up to third, up 7 positions. He's fast.
Definitely is very quick. And I'm sure he'll be able to work his way up there soon again. But another thing, is these race cars, Lee, they're very sensitive to fuel. The less fuel you have in these race cars, the quicker they go. They really like to be light on the tank. So a lot of these guys like Sean and Nate who've stayed out here, they have a little bit less fuel. Or, less fuel than everybody. So they could be a little bit quicker even though their tires are a little bit worn.
And we're on lap 23 of 100, so excuse me. Those two interesting strategies to try to see what they're going to try to pull out of this, with basically everyone else pitting this last time. McCrawley pitted on 14. Bullock pitted on lap 12. Lanny Mills in 15th pitted on lap 12.
Yeah.
So
everybody else is 22.
Yeah, they joined the pit party.
Pit party!
Pit party!
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the tires fare here, too. We didn't have that many green flag laps on the tires, so this will give us a good little reading here to see what about a 5 to 10 lap, difference is. So we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yes, sir. iPitting Board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It helps you to create an iRacing series board for all of your teammates. It provides all your teammates a clear vision of every data point they need, from schedules, results, championship points, standings, and more. It's also a great help for your team's community manager that can use the tool to know and share different information on social networks about your team's achievements. Check out iPitting and the iPitting Board at ipitting.com. That's iPitting, a proud sponsor of Freaky Fast Broadcasting and bringing you Gulf Coast IndyCar Racing Series here every Thursday night. We're glad to have these guys on board with us. Started our first race with them last week of the season, and man, it was a humdinger.
That it was, man. It was very, very fun to watch and very, very interesting to see their first race there. So we were a part of it. Glad to be. And now we get the experience here. Now their first race in the DW12. So a little bit different, but still, IndyCars, still amazing side-by-side, flat-out action.
I'd like to say hello to everyone out there on the interwebs, whether or not you're joining us via Facebook or YouTube. I'd like to say hello and welcome into Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Trying to join you almost every single night. We're off tomorrow night. Or, Robert, are we going to be on tomorrow night? We're off tomorrow night, and then Saturday, we go back to our World Series of Sim Racing. And Zach, I know that you drive in that league, and you might be a little preferential to it, but I kind of am too. I consider that kind of my first. It's kind of like, your first boyfriend or first girlfriend. Yeah, World Series of Sim Racing was the first sim racing that I called, and I've got a sentimental attachment, and I truly feel like if I can't make it to that broadcast and y'all have someone else that you're cheating on. Green car is in. Here we go. Green flag. Garrett's going to bring him up. Garrett, Booker, McCrawley, Hutchins, and Altina up to 5th position after that disastrous incident. And we go into 1. Yeah, Garrett's got some speed. Booker's got some speed, but McCrawley now catching up with him with those fresher tires.
Yes, he is. He's starting to put pressure on Nate Booker, and so is Julian Altina.
Yeah, Altina.
Joe.
Yeah, right to the inside of Hutchins. Gardner right behind them. We got some race for 7th as well, Grills and Nuck. Across the line, lap number 27 now for the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series.
And McCauley's now put himself back up in the second from starting on the pole. Let's see what he can do with Sean Garrett. Can he get into that clean air and maybe drive away? As man, Joe Hutchinson put the gap on Julian there as they were just about to be battling.
Yeah, how much of a lead did he pull out on that? That is a lot. Half a second, yeah. Pulled a half a second on Altada. Hutchins sitting in 4th position, looking to the rear end of Booker as we go into 3. Garrett, McCrawley, Booker, and Hutchins. And Altada's got it. There he is again, that run off of 3. He's got 3 and 4, man.
He's definitely looking good 3 and 4 on that exit there, getting a good shot off down the back straightaway. And that's the momentum. This is a momentum race. You know, if you lift, you're gonna drop back really, really quick. And so you can't lose your momentum. Every bit of momentum you have, you gotta keep it going forward.
Into 3, we're single file. About to be lap 30 of 100. And the field has kind of settled down just a bit here. We're going to look back in the number 10th position, the number 42 of Josh Apollos. Apollos running right there with Bullock right behind him. And Nicholas Nuck in front of him. So race here for 9th, 10th, and 11th. Then on back, we've even got some more. So yeah, I mean, we've got clusters going right now of different little skirmishes, so to speak. The number 53 of Lanny Mills sitting in 15th position has got some air between him and Andrea in the 16th position. So the field's starting to shake out there, Mr. Zach.
Yes, it is. Got little battles everywhere. Ooh.
Altada. He came right to the backside of Hutchins, sniffed him, and had to lift. And you see that momentum lost as you talked about, Zach.
Yeah, you know, that's the thing. You get a roll on somebody. If you go to make the move and it doesn't work, it slows you down so much. And you're going to see a lot of these guys are coming out wide here off of 4 sometimes. And really, this track's got a little bit of a different, banking feel than what we normally have. It's got the progressive banking. You start with the bottom lane. It's the lowest bank lane. Then you got that second lane where the next seam is. That's a little bit higher banked, and then even up higher than that off of 4 there and on 2. That highest lane is banked. And man, we got a battle now. Joe going to go by Nate there for 3rd.
Yep, Joe Hutchins going to take over 3rd position from Booker. As we come across the line, Altada now sneaking up to the backside along with Garner. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Playing a little leapfrog here.
They are, and I think the tires, you're not seeing the huge. Whoa. Sean Garrett into pit. Man, that was almost very, very close between him and Cody McCauley.
Yeah, McCauley almost just ran him over. He was not expecting the pit to happen right then. So McCauley will take over first. Hutchins, Booker, Altada, Gardner, your top 5. And look at the lead. McCauley's now pulled out a half a second lead over Joe Hutchins.
That he has.
Gardner sniffing the backside of Altada there for 4th position as well. As this field has really started to spread out now.
Really, the closest two guys back there about 9th with Nicholas and Josh Apollos.
Hutchins looking to the inside of McCrawley. And will,
to the lead.
Yep, take it in turn 3. Joe Hutchins up 5 positions, leading his first lap of the race here at Miami.
Very, very strong, very, very strong. Yeah, starting to 6 up to first. He's drove through this field tonight multiple times. So, great job passing there, Joe.
It looks like Booker's going to pit as well, so I was going to bring Altada now up to 3rd. Let's see if he can run down McCrawley. As we are on lap 38 of 100 here at Miami, Homestead, Miami Speedway in Homestead, Florida. The Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. week number 2. And Cody Bullock's going to come into the pits this time. Bullock running in 9th position. So we're starting to see some of those that either didn't pit or pitted back on like lap 12 starting to hit the pits. McCrawley pitted on 14, so how long will he stay out?
Very true, you know. This is interesting. You know, these guys are pitting right around 35 was when the leader pit there of Sean. So I'm thinking these guys are going to stop this race here. They're going to be looking to pit again around like lap 66 to 70 will be the window to the end. So looking like, yeah, Julian Alton there. Sorry to hold you up there, but Julian Alton moving up in a second.
Yeah, no, I was about to say it, and then I was like, oh, you're still talking. And then I had to cough and almost choked on my own spit. So, yeah, it's just a wonderful, wonderful.
Be careful. Be careful, Lee. Don't get hurt.
You don't know how many times I've had to mute myself during a race because I swallow wrong or something.
It's because you're on a roll. You know, you can't help it. You got to get a big gasp of air. How many words you put down?
So back in our pack in 8th position, the number 33 of Nicholas Nuck. McAdory right behind him. Yeah, Brandon, understands that Brandon Coley on Facebook. From coming from traditional broadcasting, and by traditional I meant I used to sit in press boxes and do this stuff for different sports. You didn't have interactions with the people that are out there. You didn't have a chat. You might have someone yell at you from the stands if you said a name wrong or something, but that was about it. This is so much more of a interactive environment. As we got a race for 4th, McCrawley and Gardner.
Gardner's starting to stiff his nose up in here in 4th and 8th. He was the fastest in practice. Or he was 8th fastest in practice. Sorry, I couldn't call it the fastest in practice.
So the front 4 starting to pull away here. Now lap number 44 of 100. Hutchins, Altada, McCrawley, Garner, and Grills. Grills still up 5 positions. Also, Hutchins up 5 positions in the lead. Gardner in 3rd position up 5. So we got Apollos up 9 positions, sitting in the 7th position now. And look at McAdory in 9th, up 11 positions. McAdory's playing the waiting game here. He's racing a very smart race right now. Back in 9th position.
Very smart. And, he's the last guy on the lead lap right now, too, so good stuff for him right now. 20th and 9th, that's a net gain up to 8th even now, too, with this pit cycle sequence.
Hutchins and Altada have pulled out a 2nd lead over Josh Garner, and they are trying to increase it. Garner and McCrawley back in 3rd and 4th as the field continues to shake out. And look at the race here at Apollos in 4th. He's got just all kinds of people around him.
Yeah, it's stacked up here with these 3 guys. Max, Davies, Nicholas Manook, and the 33, all 3 for position.
Apollos, Nook, and McAdory running 4th, 5th, and 6th. McAdory's on the lead of that other pack in 6th position with Davies right behind him. And that's what we were just talking about. I don't know. You know, man, it's been one of those weeks that I wouldn't mind if I just didn't remember this week after it's over with. It just flutters away. I'm like, that week existed? I didn't even know it.
Feel you on that. It's going to be interesting to see how these... Oh, they're coming to pit. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Joe Hutchins and Julian.
Yeah, both of them are. Yeah, alternate.
Oh, Joe blew it on pit road. He slipped up into the groove. He's going to have to go back around, I believe. Oh, no, he's going to come down.
Alternate locked up the brakes.
Oh, a caution to flip.
Where did that happen?
Josh Apollos and Nick D. Rowland there in the 29.
Let's see what happened.
Oh, someone checking off the pit road.
Yeah. The 42 of Apollos. Looks like he did the same thing as McCrawley.
Yeah, he did.
Or Hutchins, excuse me. Yeah, it was McCrawley. And came back up, and caution here now on lap number 50 here at Miami Homestead. So we'll get ready to rinse and repeat and basically start a 50-lap feature here from Miami. When we come back, all right, chat, we need a driver. Who would you like to ride along with for Crank Her Up when we go back to green? We've had a lot of good, I'm going to give you some choices here. You got the choice of the entire field. But let's look at Josh Gardner in first position. He's up 7 spots. Altena, it says he's remaining in second. Is my leaderboard not? It's right, yeah. Altena in second.
You're right.
Hutchings is in third. McCrawley fourth. Garrett fifth. Nuck is in sixth, up 7 positions. Bullock in 7th, up 8 positions. Grills is up 2 positions to 8th. I said 8th twice. Who did I miss? Nate Booker in 9th and McAdory in 10th, up 10 positions. Nope, 9th. I'm looking at car numbers. I think that's where I messed up at.
Yeah, the scoring's updating right now because everybody's crossing the line. It's all changing and stuff too. So I only think we have 3 guys on the lead lap, guys. The other guys are gonna take the wave here.
Yeah, because the way the pylons are showing, it's got Altena in the lead.
Yeah, he technically would because Josh Gardner is still coming off pit road. So yeah, Julian would be the leader with Joe behind him in second, with Josh third.
Gotcha. And he's sitting way back here in this line, so we're going to cruise around a bit.
Cody McCall is going to get the lucky dog, I believe.
Now, Brandon, I do not say, oh, that bad. Facebook tried to say, Brandon Coley on Facebook saying that O is going to be my trademark, like Larry Mack's high side. I'm trying to get Pit Party.
Pit Party. That's a good one. It's a good one. I'll give it to you. I don't have a trademark. I just have my trademark. Actually, my trademark is that'll be interesting.
Let me see. What was it? I can't remember if it was if I was saying basically, or there was something that I said the same word like 12 times in a sentence. And I've never claimed to be a professional broadcaster. I can't even get Brandon's last names right. It's Coley, not Coley. But you know, I'm from a small town in Tennessee. We didn't have a very good education system down here, so I'm going to blame it on that.
I agree.
How the hell do you know? You don't know where I went to school at. You're not supposed to agree. He's supposed to go into a different subject.
It looks like a lot of these guys will take the wave here too. Coming to take the green. So this is going to play out kind of funky.
Yeah. So I am not monitoring YouTube. So Robert, do we got any votes on YouTube for our Cranker Up?
Oh no.
No votes on YouTube for our Cranker Up. So we are going to ride along with number 12 of Josh Garner when we come back to green. And of course, Cranker Up brought to you by the Butt Kicker and Gamer 2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience. The Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail from subtle footsteps to the rumble of these Indy cars right here. From ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby crash when someone takes a turn too hard. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20, that's Freaky with 2 E's, FreakyFast20, for 20% off your order of the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. And Zach, we are going to ride along with the number 12 machine of Ryan Garner. Josh Garner. Why did I say Ryan? Good.
I was not incorrect there.
Look, man, after this broadcast is over, we're just going to go back and we're going to post this entire, not post like post to Facebook. We're going to post-production this race and completely recall the whole thing.
We'll do the mouth flaps and everything, you know?
Yeah, there was, when I did professional wrestling, that we didn't do live commentary. We'd record it and then go into...
Didn't do it.
go into the studio and do our voiceovers. So it was a lot easier to, if you messed up, just go, oh yeah, rewind that, sir, and jump back 30 seconds and jump right into it. I can't tell Robert to rewind.
Unfortunately, we don't have the click remote from the Adam Sandler. Maybe one day we'll have it.
One day.
Julian was out there after we asked on YouTube there. Julian said, "Do Julian," but sorry, Julian.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not that long of a delay after I say it before you hear it. Cody. Goodness, my names. McCrawley's in 4th position. He's down 3 from the start of the race. Started on the pole. Altena in 1st, Hutchings 2nd, Gardner 3rd, McCrawley 4th, and Nuck in 5th. Davies, Garrett, Bullock, Grills, and Booker will round out your top 10 as we get set to take it back green here at Miami Homestead. We're going to be right along with the number 12 of Josh Garner. Get to hear the sights and sounds of Homestead, Miami, and the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. And as the pace car comes off, ladies and gentlemen, let's crank her up. Brought to you by the Gamer 2 and the Butt Kicker.
Yellow flag is out.
Right, back lives go.
And caution out here on lap number 42, as it looks like Swabauer was involved with that.
Sean Garrett, the 17 there.
Oh, it was Garrett. Okay, yes. Swabauer actually slowed down as he saw it come in. So, yeah, they touched there coming out of 4. The 17 and the 11. The 11 of Bullock and the 17 touch. And Garrett just slides on his roof down the front stretch and brings out the 5th caution of the race.
Yeah, that was the race for the lucky dog. So those guys were going at it. And that might actually promote Simon Grills to lucky dog position. We'll have to see here because we only got 6 guys on the lead lap so far.
Yeah, I'm maybe Bullock. Yeah, Cody Bullock is what it looks like. But look at our front pack. They were racing during that cranker up. Hutchings now in the lead. Garner, Altena, McCauley. Davies moves up. Well, is Davies in 4? No, Altena, McCauley, Davies. There we go. Yep, that's your top 5.
Yeah, the only reason I'm worried about Cody getting it is because he got an incident there, and that'll take it away from you.
The plot thickens.
That it doesn't. It might not have lucky dogs. I can't remember if IndyCar even does have lucky dogs.
So, Brandon, I promise on because I know Brandon's watching on Facebook and commenting, and yes, you did kind of jinx me for the rest of the race, but unless you like the Freaky Fast page on Facebook, I'm going to continue to call you Coley. So as soon as you like the Freaky Fast
I will
page,
too, Brandon. I'll just start passing. I will start racing with you, man. Just be like, Coley.
better go. So
Everybody
everybody
like the page. Just kidding.
Yeah, so make sure you hit that like button on Facebook and YouTube, subscribe, follow, all those good things to keep up with everything that goes on here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting as we get ready for a pit party here on lap number 39, lap number 62, 39 to go. Pit party.
That's gonna catch on. That's gonna catch on, man. People are gonna start saying that every time they pit. They're gonna the leagues that we broadcast are gonna just like somebody's gonna start yelling that over the radio. I guarantee it.
I think I've done it. I think I've done it for a week now, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember when it started.
Well, Saturday, if everybody pits WSSR, I'm yelling it.
Y'all just yell at me like, everybody ready? And they're like, ready for what? You go, pit party.
I'm gonna do it under green when we do everybody pits under green. That'll be the best part. That's how I'm gonna tell everybody I'm pitting. I'm just gonna yell out pit party.
Pit party!
They'll know.
Roger on a hard roll. You watch American Dad? I like American Dad.
I enjoy American Dad. I haven't indulged in American Dad or nothing, but
I've watched
definitely.
I've probably watched every episode at least 3 times. That is American Dad, Futurama, Bob's Burgers, Family Guy, South Park. That's the background noise in my house. If there's not something on that we want to watch, if it's just we just got the something streaming just to have the TV going and noise on in the house, it's one of those shows. And American Dad's usually my daytime go-to when I get home from work before my wife gets home. It's just I just kick it on and I love watching Stan Smith and the gang and Roger the Alien.
Big Bang Theory here.
Robert's a Big Bang Theory fan.
Yep.
I like Big Bang Theory.
Yep. Love it.
Yeah,
I'm glad it's over.
I love Futurama and South Park.
Wait,
That's
you're a
good
big
stuff.
fan, but you're glad it's over? How's that a fan?
I mean, it was a good run. It was a good run, but 10 years is
Okay.
enough.
Okay.
It's like The Simpsons.
Yeah.
It's time to be done.
Yeah,
Just kill
very
Homer and
true.
be done with it.
Very true. What were you saying there, Zach?
I was saying I enjoy South Park and Futurama. The ones that Lee was saying.
Yeah, I'm not a South
Those are good
Park fan.
ones.
Not a South Park fan at all. I don't like.
I've
just
watched
don't
every
like
South Park episode ever.
Hey,
Man,
did
Bear
you?
Pig.
Also,
Speaking-
Trailer Park
speak-
Boys. That's a good one too.
Speaking of that, did you see what's coming out in a remix? Beavis and Butthead.
Oh
all of
wow,
Yep.
that's crazy.
That
Don't
ought
get
to
me
be.
started on that. Oh Lord, I'll get in my head.
I am Cornholio.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Zach, do you do any voices?
Not really, no.
I am going to announce the entire race Saturday as Cleveland Brown.
You should definitely.
I'm gonna wait for Brandon Coley to wreck and go, oh, that's just nasty.
You're gonna have everybody die laughing. People are about to ban people from watching the race while the race because they'll be wrecking. We'll have them rolling out their chairs and stuff, man.
Well, when you sit for an hour plus, and you're calling these races, it's like in baseball and softball. In between innings, they used to hate it when I would keep it live instead of throwing it back to the station for break because I would get on random conversations with myself, and I would answer myself as well. So that's why Robert never lets me do a broadcast by myself because I will talk to myself.
Well, Lee, what you think here tonight? Well, I think it's pretty good. So you would ask yourself questions.
I would ask a question and then turn right around and answer it. Be like, I
And
wonder why
answer.
they're doing this.
Okay.
Probably because of that.
Green flag.
Pace
green
car almost
flag.
hit the inside barricade as he went in. Here we go. McCrawley brings him to the line. McCauley, Nuck, Hutchings, Altina, and Grills will be your top 5. Altina already looking to the inside of Hutchings, looking for that 3rd position. Backstretch, look at Nuck. Oh, man. He got a nice run, but there's what you were talking about, Zach. He had the lift, and he lost that momentum, and look at the space start growing, and then he's able to shrink it back down. But now looking to the inside out of that draft, Nuck and McCauley will race it into 1. Nuck will have the lead up 12 spots from his starting position, but McCauley's not going to give it up easy. Side by side racing, Zach going into 3.
White knuckle racing this is here. Lead. Nicholas working his tail off. They get the second here from 13th. You got Cody McCauley, the pole setter. Look at the great run he gets off of 4, though. That's that outer line there. 4 is really good. So we'll have to see how that plays out. But look at Joe Hutchins. He's trying to battle Julian around the outside. It's getting hot up here for top 5.
The top 5 have pulled away and are working that line and leapfrogging each other. Back here, right behind them, we've got Davies, Gardner, and Brooker, excuse me.
Diamond Grills, big move around the bottom of there of Davies and Gardner.
Yeah, Grills in that number 16 machine. Sitting in 5th position. Davies looking to try to take that back.
Yeah, gonna use that draft.
Going to use that draft. Julian Altina has dropped back to 5th. No, I'm talking about 4th.
He's in 4th right here. Yeah, but he's behind Nate Booker, who's a lap down there.
That's what. See, these lap cars get me, man. Race for 2nd.
Joe Hutchins, he's coming to the front again.
He is not wasting any time. Hutchins is chasing him down. McCauley in 1st, Hutchins, Nuck, Altina, and Grills, your top 5. Right to the backside is Hutchins. Look at it. Coming out of 4.
Cody McCauley's doing a great job to keep him behind there through those corners.
They really are. And having to deal with the lap traffic did not help much at all. And there goes Hutchins on the inside. Yeah. Ooh. Now to the outside goes McCauley. Side by side into 3. We come out of 4 to the line. McCauley and Hutchins. 1, 2. Who's going to cross the line first? It's going to be McCauley.
That outside line out of 4, pretty strong still. I've seen it all night. Just a pretty good run out of 4 if you're just up a little higher.
29 to go here at Miami with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. And looking back through the field just a little bit, the number 42 of Josh Apollos running in 10th position. 1 lap down. Our last on the lead lap is the 51 of Max Davies, correct? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I told you I answered myself, man. Oh, and as soon as I said it, we had a wreck right around there. It was the number 12.
Yeah, Josh Gardner. He was running 6th there.
Gardner running 6, and let's see what happened there. Oh, just got clipped a little bit there as he...
Yeah, I think that's a little contact there from Lanty Mills there in the 53.
Yeah, the 53 drifted up just a bit, and Gardner took the brunt of it, and that will bring out a caution with 27 to go here in Miami. McCauley will continue to lead. Missed that. So, Zach, when we're looking at 27 laps to go, and you're looking at tires, you're looking at fuel, you're looking at your fast repairs, what is the strategy here? Besides well, no, I'm not going to say it. It's only about 6 people. Not enough. Doesn't get a pit party from me.
Yeah, well, that's because that's the only guys on the lead lap. They're not. Everybody else is not allowed to pit. It'll be a pit party next time.
Yep. So turn your volume down when that comes around.
Yeah, but Nicholas actually is going to stay out here, so that makes you kind of confident that they were good on fuel.
Yeah.
This for sure, I'm pretty sure this sets them good for fuel. We've seen people do upwards of 30 laps, around 30 laps earlier in the race. So I would expect they're good on fuel now here to the end, and this will be the last time you see these guys pit tonight.
Now, Nuck pitted on lap 60, so I'm not sure if he's going to have enough to go 40 laps. Yeah, that's a lot.
With these caution laps, maybe. You know, the caution laps we had earlier in the race, I believe people were going 35, 36, 37. So,
and he's going to come on in
this time. Yeah, he must want to lead the lap.
Get that point.
That's right.
So as we watch everyone come around we are under caution with 26 to go at Homestead, Miami with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. Lee Tidwell, Zach Hall, and Robert Moya here with you on a wonderful Thursday afternoon. And we get ready for a big race coming up Saturday, Zach. It's the 4th of July race with the World Series of Sim Racing at Daytona.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right down the road, Florida. Not too far away. Not too far away. And it's going to be nice and hot under the lights, just like this, and some hard racing, just like this, pack racing. It's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Joe's going to be the leader now, I believe, with Cody McCullough there in second, Julian in third. Max Davies will be fourth there. So Simon Grills, though, will get back up here with these guys. He's shown some pretty good pace. See how he'll come back through. Nate Brooker now is actually on the lead lap. He got back up on there. And Sean Garrett also, and Cody Bullock, I believe. So a few guys staying or getting their lap back, and that gives a few more contenders for this win.
Yeah, McAdory back up on that lead lap as well, I believe.
I believe so.
I like his name, even though I butcher it most of the time. I just like the name McAdory.
It is a pretty cool name, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like Altina. I called him Altina for like 3 weeks, and then I think he won the race, got in the booth, and then I asked him how he pronounced his name, and he told me, and then I felt really bad after that. Not as bad. I mean, well, a lot worse than I feel about Brandon's last name, because I still don't think he's clicked like on Facebook yet. Hadn't liked it, hadn't followed it. Brandon Coley, come on, man.
Oh, man. It's one click.
Lap 77 of 100 here at Miami under caution. The track temperature at 81 degrees, a beautiful 80 degrees in this virtual world. That wind still at 12 miles an hour, and yeah, that's something that we didn't talk much about at the beginning of the race. Now, wind, it plays a little bit of a factor, but the way it's blowing now, it's literally blowing from 2 to 1, so straight down. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
With these wings, does that make from 1 to 2 that turn? Does that affect the dynamics of these cars?
Yeah. So if it's blowing, is it blowing from 2 to 1?
Yeah, it's blowing from 2 to 1.
So
they'll be driving into it going through the turn.
Then that would actually give them increased downforce, increased grip there. That headwind, more air, velocity to put on downforce on that front wing and that rear diffuser. So yeah, that actually would help them with grip. Technically, the way the wind's blowing through there. So now it would be the opposite for 3 and 4. It's blowing, behind them. It's giving them a tailwind through the corner. So that wouldn't help you downforce wise. That would actually hurt you downforce wise. So 1 and 2 would actually help the grip. And in these cars, wind would play a pretty big factor. Should play a pretty big factor in these cars due to how much aerodynamics is going on with these things.
Oh yeah, I mean it's just one big wing. I mean,
yeah,
it's what these cars really are. It's just one
It's a
big wing of
monocoque on
downforce.
wheels. I mean, monocoque with wings on it, and radiators in the motor. So it's definitely it's simplistic but very dynamic.
Simplistic, sir. Lap 78 of 100. We delayed the green, so one more caution lap. Or maybe we're going to bring it.
I think the light's off. I think we're good. We're good.
Oh, we are going green. It popped up on my screen. Delayed. So here we go. Green flag. Hutchings in the lead. McCauley, Altina, Davies, and Grills will be your top 5. Nuck, Garner, Brooker, Bullock, and Garrett round out your top 10. Look at the power move.
And Cody McCauley already trying to get that lead, but Joe's going to fight back on the side here.
Yeah, Altina looking out to the inside. We got a little squirrely behind him.
Simon.
Grills saved it.
Yeah, he did.
Nuck was checking up. Yeah, Nuck was checking up, and Grills just had nowhere to go. So McCauley will lead. Altina now up to second position. Hutchings in third, and they're pulling away. And Julian dives to the inside, looking to take the lead with 20 to go.
He's got it. Down the front stretch, here comes a big run from Cody McCauley on the outside. What can he do down to 1 and 2?
Coming out of 2, both of them stuck like glue to the track. Nice run by McCauley. As we go into 3. And these two are this front pack has been racing pretty hard this entire time, and we got some racing going on also back here for sixth position, and we got a caution.
We got a wreck. Looks like Daniel in the 40 here.
The 40 of Daniel Andrea.
Looks like some big neck code for Daniel, unfortunately, in 3 and 4, man.
Yeah, watching the replay now. Yeah, I don't think they even remotely touched. I mean, it was close, but continue watching. Yeah, Daniel just gets popped up into the wall, so that'll bring out another caution here at Miami with 18 to go. And now we got McCauley, Altina, Hutchings pitted on 74, Nuck on 75, Davies on 74 as well. So your top 5 all pitted. I don't see pit stops coming this time. I see it being a mad dash to the finish.
Yeah, I think they can go ahead and put up the pit guns, the fuel, the tires. They can go ahead and put all that away. It's going to come down to these drivers now.
And that's one thing that the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series has is excellent drivers. And then I was talking to Robert before the broadcast started because I jumped into the booth and started looking at everyone in the league, and I'm like, I don't recall. This ain't the night Julian's supposed to be here, and he's like, oh yeah, he joined this league, and we called Julian Altina on Tuesday nights. Excellent IndyCar driver on the road courses, and now he's driving the ovals and sitting in second position. Got himself set up for a nice finish and a nice shootout with about 15 to go when we go green.
Heck yeah,
He's a horse, man. He's a horse.
If you can drive these things on the road course, I expect you to be able to definitely drive around the oval. So I'm sure he's got this IndyCar thing figured out.
Yeah, I forgot exactly where he is. It's somewhere in Europe.
Oh, he's in.
And it's like 4 a.m. for him.
He's in the club, but not. I can never say it. Gosh.
Don't ask me how to pronounce stuff.
It's near like Germany and stuff. I know that, and like Belgium and all that. That's the. I'm not assuming what country he's from or not, but that's his club there. So.
Yeah, we've got some overseas guys in this league, Nicholas and Nate. So it's Daniel's one as well. So yeah, so it
Max.
I've tried to drive at 1 a.m. in a race, and I'm trying not to drift off to sleep because I'm so daggum tired. But real quick, I'd like to give a shout out and thank you to Brandon Colley for finally liking the page.
Did he gets a reward now? His name will be said right.
Until Saturday, and then I'll forget it.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Nah, I don't know, man.
It's hard. I know.
Spelling is so weird. It's
Yeah,
like
the English language is weird. Okay, let's be real. So,
well, and I'm from the South too, so I mean,
I feel you on that.
yeah, you're over in the Carolinas, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So usually,
North Carolinas.
usually when I'm broadcasting with someone, they're sitting right next to me, and this has been an experience. The first one I did with Robert of y'all's race, actually, the first broadcast I joined him, we walked all over each other because it's just so hard with not
When
being
you're not
side by
beside.
side.
Yeah.
But the more we do this together, the better it gets. And yeah, I appreciate Robert and you and Brian Johnson, everyone who just welcomed me into the Freaky Fast family and let me do what I like to do and what I think I'm at least a little bit good at, which is run my daggum mouth.
Hey, I fully agree with you there, man. Trust me. We enjoy it just as much as I think the fans do out there. And, you know, everybody, even, you know, just from my league, you know, what people have told me, you know, trust me, they are very, very, very happy with what we have. So, you guys make it special, just like we try to do for everyone in these interviews.
Yes, sir, we do. 15 to go. Macaulay, Altina, Nuck, Davies, and Gardner will be your top 5 when we go back to green the next time around.
Yes, we should go back green next time. And this is where all the marbles are gonna get laid out and played here, because man, I can tell you what, it's just gonna be tough here. All these guys on the same tires, same strategy. It's gonna get white knuckle. Push is gonna come to shove. I wouldn't expect to see another yellow. I'm not, you know, I hope it goes green. I hope for the sake of the racing. But I wouldn't be surprised if push comes to shove here very quickly up front.
Brendan Colley, combination of Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg.
Yes.
Benelux.
Benelux.
No,
There you go.
Benelux.
You ever say that? I don't know. I always. That's right when you say it. It's like, wow, you know, that's obvious, but
Well, like Altina.
yeah.
Why would I call him Altina? That makes no
I
damn
would have
sense.
said. I would have said Altina. Yeah.
And the way I made myself remember it was like the Nissan Altima and just replace it with an N. And then now I know Julian. I'm good with it. But at first, yeah, names are rough.
I don't know why, but it makes me think of alternator.
Well, he does got a lot of power.
That's true. He's building a lot of power there with his Altina.
So 14 to go to be 13 when we cross the line here. We will go green. Lights are off on the pace car. Macaulay, Altina, Nuck, Davies, and Garner. It'll be 13 to go.
Lucky number 13.
And there's been during this caution, Zach, I don't know if you've got the driver chat going on too, but there's been a lot of chatter back and forth. So here we go with the green. Macaulay will take him across the line. The front four with a nice restart. We got a blinker.
Never fun there with that.
Looks like it's Bullock that's blinking. Look at Julian on the outside. Altina looking to take the first position from Macaulay here, going down the backstretch. We go into 3. Macaulay with a preferred line now on the bottom side, and he's given Nuck enough time to come up underneath Altina, but not able to make that pass. The top 4 continue to jockey for position as Davies now looking to the outside of Nuck. There goes Julian. Altina to the inside. Can he complete the pass? No. Macaulay. Yes, man, the power of these two.
Great race though between the two, giving them lots of room. Race side by side here, action. Then you got Max Davies who's looking on with Nicholas here. They're both saying, we're so close, and these two guys get into it. We're right here.
Julian now looking
to go.
Yep, looking to the outside is Altena. McCauley on the inside. Altena went way high. He's looking for that
Watch
run.
the cross.
Yep. Looking for the run off of 4. He's got the speed. He's working that high line.
Yeah, he's using the advantage of draft. He's going to turn down here, get the draft. He's already using that turn down from the top to get that big run. He's experimenting right here. That's very, very smart.
And now to the inside. And going to complete that pass. Julian Altena will take over first with 9 to go. McCauley's not going to give it up easily, though, as he's going to start working that high side. Nuck and Davies battling back here for third position.
And, you know, that's the one big difference here, Lee, is with these Indy cars. You get to the lead, usually you're going to get overtaken, re-overtaken back again. So you got to time this thing coming down to the white flag and be in the right position. That's what these front two are trying to do, is it's stacking up there for third also.
Yeah, it's definitely stacking up towards the back of the field, or behind the leaders here. Let's move back there. Nuck, Bullock, Davies, Garrett, and Grills all racing. Man, we've got side-by-side racing from fourth back. Nuck in fourth, Garrett in fifth. Oh, caution.
Who is that? Let's see.
The number
guys.
51 of Max Davies.
Oh, man, he was running right there in the top 4, guys. Unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, Davies got tapped. Let's see who that was by. Is that the 16? Not sure, but yep. Davies got clipped from the backside, and that will send him on around, and we will bring out another caution with 7 to go at Miami. And now, strategy continues to change as these cautions continue to pile up, Zach.
That's for sure. It's, looks like a few guys are going to come down. Looks like Simon's going to come. No, it's not Simon. Who is that? That is... Oh, man, is that Cody Bullock? Cody Bullock's going to come down from the third position. Pit. Looks like Joe's going to follow him in the 9 machine.
Yeah, that's an interesting call with 7 to go to bring it down the pits.
Joe has no front wing and damage, so he had to come. But, yeah, for Cody, it is kind of questionable.
Yeah, man. And, you know, Joe Hutchings, that Gulf-sponsored car. And I think he's already used his fast repair because I don't see that wing popping back on there.
I believe that is I think that's true there. Oh, nope.
Oh, pop.
There it goes. Yep. Poof.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum.
Pop goes the wing. It's the wing.
That was a wing. That's right. 6 to go. Altena's put himself in a prime position, but I tell you what, right now, I tell you what, that's Hank Hill for you. Highly impressed with Nicholas Nuck, up 10 positions to sitting in third.
Yeah, he's he quietly got here into that top 3, and really ever since he's got top 3, he hasn't really had any issues. You know what I'm saying? So he's kind of kept himself there after he quietly got up there, and now he's sitting in a position maybe to win this race.
5 to go.
Brian Johnson on YouTube is what I'm hearing here. I mispronunciation.
Yeah, we're getting word in our ear that Brian Johnson's on YouTube talking smack about something, so we need to find out about that.
He had something better to do, I guess, than be here with us. But
yeah, we didn't want him up here anyways. He drags us down. That's all. I'm telling you, he's the getaway guy. And if you watch the movie Baby Driver, Baby doesn't talk. Brian Johnson.
Hey, well, he's actually going to maybe get a chance to drive a real life sprint car here soon. So,
that would be so cool.
Maybe Baby Driver will get a chance here.
So we got 5 to go here in Miami. Altena in his first race with this league, setting in the command position. But I'm not sure. Now, when we finally do go back green, being in first might not be the best thing. Macaulay him and Alton has been back and forth, and if gets passed at the wrong time and doesn't have time to work that crossover and get back, could lose it on one pass here.
That's what I'm saying. This is all going to come down to timing. It's so different in stock car racing. If we were doing stock cars right now, I'd say for sure Julian sitting in the prime position, starting first here, it's gonna be tough to get around him. But with these Indy cars, man, passing is pretty easy to do. I mean, if you set up a person right, and the draft is just so strong. Being out front is a disadvantage here. So
I mean,
I have to see, but he's been very good at doing the crossover, like you said, and we'll see how that goes.
Well, when you're in those stock cars, you can feel when you get in the draft. I mean, you can physically feel it. You can the sense of speed, everything. But in these Indy cars, man, that draft, it's like hyperspeed. It's so crazy how quickly you can gain track position and distance in the draft in an Indy car.
Mac talk going down here.
Yeah, our chats on our multimedia platforms are Josh Garner lost internet. He's on Facebook now, so yeah, he lost internet. So that's what happened to Josh.
Oh, unfortunate, Josh. And Brian Johnson says, "All right, next interview, he won't say a word." Wow.
Come on, baby, don't be that way.
Well, who says Brian's going to finish in anyways in a position to get an interview?
That's true. That. Yeah, I mean, it's Daytona. Big one could take him out.
He don't win races. So.
Brian Johnson don't win races.
Yeah, he's Brian Johnson.
He is Brian Johnson.
He finishes last.
Brendan Colley on Facebook saying that maybe Brian will go drive real cars and then somebody else get the wins.
No, he don't win. When we're talking about that, he doesn't win. No, but yeah, he's pretty good little driver. I guess he could be baby driver, but we're gonna see who's baby driver here in the Gulf Coast League here with these lights out in this pace car league, and I'm excited to see how this one plays out here because we're gonna be coming to 2 to go.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, 3 to go.
Yeah, green white checker is what we are looking at. Altina, Macaulay, Nuck, Garrett, and Grills, your top 5. Watch his pace car. Almost, I mean, he's like, whoop. He's slide sideways. Crazy. Green flag. Here we go. Great start by Macaulay. Look at him, man. He timed that perfect. Now down to the inside of Altina into 1 and going to overtake that lead. Excellent start by Cody Macaulay.
What a start there on the inside. Power move to the lead. Here comes Julian, though.
Julian on the outside, sniff that draft. Now that we come into 3. Nuck is going to look down to the inside. Garrett pulls up to the back of Nuck. We've got the top 6 in a pack here. We come across the line with 2 to go. Macaulay continues to be your leader. Altina in 2nd. Battle for 3rd, Nuck and Garrett. 4th is going to be Grills. Rolling out of 2, we start to even it out. Oh, man, that battle for 3rd is getting awful close. We're side by side, 1st and 2nd, 3rd and 4th, side by side racing here going into 3.
Oh, man, it's going to be a photo finish here. Who's going to get it? Cody Macaulay's going to win it.
Bring it across with Macaulay with the win. Altina in 2nd, Nuck in 3rd, Garrett 4th, Grills 5th. What a race that was.
200s.
Was it really that close? Yeah.
Yep,
2 107 seconds. Awesome race, and your winner, Cody Macaulay, here at Miami Homestead with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. What we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, grab some drivers, our top 3 podium finishers here, and get them down and ready to discuss tonight's race here with myself, Mr. Zach Hall, and Robert Moya. So we'll be back in just one moment here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. And back here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting, the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. We just wrapped up at Miami Homestead Speedway, and Cody McCauley coming away with the victory. Julian Altina in second, and Nicholas Duck will be in third position. So we're going to bring our third place finisher in now to speak with Mr. Zach Hall.
Hey, Nicholas is Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. How are you guys?
Doing great up here, man. Just got done watching that great finish between you guys here in the Gulf Coast Racing League. Man, you were able to start 13th tonight, Nicholas, and work your way up into third. How was the racing out there for you tonight, man?
Hey, moving up from 13 to third is always a good thing. Guess just the strategy fell the right way. Having these cars at 50% fuel, you really got to keep in mind with the strategy and how many laps you could get. So just trying to make sure, I had everything squared away on that, and I was going to make it to the end. So I think that's probably what helped get up to that podium finish.
Yeah, definitely. And we were talking about it up here in the booth. You kind of snuck into there almost kind of relatively quietly, and then once you got to third, really you kind of stayed there the whole time. So good job on that there, keeping in your position up there on the podium. Any chance you think you could have had a shot there if anything played out a little different?
I don't know. I was honestly just very content just sitting there in third, just kind of watching those two guys. Cody and Julian did a great job there battling it out, and was just trying to make sure I was out of their way, and all three of us didn't spin or anything like that at the end.
10-4, Nicholas. Well, great race for you tonight, man. Bringing it home in third here at Homestead, Miami. But before we let you go, anybody want to send a shout out to?
Yeah, quick shout out to the boys at Shake and Bake Racing, Josh, Brandon, Gary, Charles. Just really proud of them. A lot of love and support from them. So good shout out for them. And I think that's about it.
So, Nicholas, well, you have a great night, buddy, and we'll hope to catch you again.
Thank you. You too.
And that is your third place finisher, Mr. Nicholas Nuck. Coming in second, his first race with this league, Mr. Julian Altina. Zach, take it away.
Hey, Julian, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes.
Hey, man, well, you were able to keep yourself up front for most of the night there, Julian, starting second. Unfortunately, just coming up short 23 hundredths of a second there to Cody. But, man, I got to say, you were putting on a show there tonight, making multiple lines work with crossovers and great moves. How was the racing out there for you tonight?
It was honestly pretty good, better than I expected, because I usually don't really do ovals like this, especially not in this car. I drive the IR18 often and not the DW12, but yeah, the racing is pretty good on ovals, as you would expect, especially with cars with high downforce. But about the moves, it's, yeah, pretty basic stuff, to be honest with you, but yeah, it seemed to work all right, so I'm happy.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking about up here, we're so used to, I come from the stock car racing side of things, and you get to the lead and you feel good, but in these cars, man, at the draft, it's so hard to hold on to the lead, and it's almost like a timing game coming down to that white flag. Do you think you could have done anything a little bit different, maybe to time it better to get the run that you needed to get there ahead of Cody?
Yeah, I was just talking with him about it actually. In the final corner, I was half a lane up too much. I was a little scared after the incident earlier on, so I just left a little bit more space to everyone from there. And I think that cost me the win. But, I barely do ovals, so there's a lot to learn still. And the schedule seems to be mostly ovals, so there's enough time to learn, and I'm looking forward to that learning curve. And I can't wait for the next race in 2 weeks.
Awesome, Julian. Well, man, you put on a show here tonight, just learning on the oval. That's very, very impressive. You're a quick learner, so good stuff here tonight, finishing second. But before we let you go, anybody wants to shout to you?
Honestly, not really.
Awesome, dude. Well, Julian, you have a great night, buddy, and congrats on your second place finish.
Thank you very much. See you.
Julian Altina, our second place finisher here this evening, as we bring up our race winner, Cody McCauley, to speak with Mr. Zach.
Hey, Cody, it's Zach up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Gotcha.
Hey, man, well, you put on a show tonight out front there, qualifying on the pole, and was able to come home with the win with just barely the hair of your nose with 23 hundredths of a second over Julian there. How was the racing out there for you tonight, Cody, man?
It was a lot of fun, man. The fuel strategy was just so huge, especially right there at the end. You can kind of get, you guys could tell from the broadcast, just track position was big. We only had half the fuel that you usually would have for this car. So it kind of added together where you have enough fuel, but you want to stay out front. We took a bit of a gamble, making sure we get a couple extra cautions there towards the end, stayed up front, and it paid off in the end.
Yeah, definitely. And, that's actually, that kind of caught me off guard here when we went to interviews. I didn't notice that we had a 50% limit tonight. And that kind of caught me off guard there. So now I kind of understand the fuel mileage, because I was thinking you guys could go way farther. But yeah, how far could y'all actually go, Cody? What was the plan coming into the race, I guess you could say, without cautions?
It really depended on where you ran on the racetrack. If you were out front, then you could probably get like 20 to 24 laps. It just depends on how hard the field was pushing behind you. If you were back in the pack where you could lift a little more, you were looking at more like 26 to 28. I think the longest that just absolutely saving every drop would be pushing 30. Anything past that, you're not going to make it back around.
10-4, that's great information, man. And really, the other question I got for you is, really, did the tires come in any factor tonight, or is just not a big issue with tires, just the low fuel burn off, it helps that?
Tires were, I don't want to say a big deal, but you can kind of play the cars around you with the tires they had. The air on these cars, knocking air off your car to other cars is so sensitive that if you could pinch somebody down on the bottom for about 3 laps, you would actually swell their right front tire up and get them tight. So the first chance you got, they'd slide up in front of you, you could double back up underneath them and then throw dirty air on them. They'd be tight the rest of the time behind you. And it kind of gave you a good cushion between you and the person behind. The only bad part is that, enough people see you do that, they start doing the same thing. So it happened to us a couple times tonight. We got caught in traffic a little bit, but some smart decision calling from crew chief spotter Kelsey Seaman and I, we able to get back up front, stay up front when the race.
Awesome, Cody, man. Well, congrats again on your victory here tonight for the Gulf Coast Racing League. Before we go, anybody want to send a shout to, man?
Absolutely. I want to thank my sponsor, 62 Designs. If you guys are looking for a paint scheme, hit them on Facebook. They do awesome work. Some really good looking cars. You guys can see this is one painted by kind of our league host. His name's Joe Hutchins. He did a really, really good job with this one. We do pretty much any car you could think of. I want to thank Hutch Sport Racing, the team, for getting us out here today, giving us a hot rod. Everybody at Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, and you guys at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Can't wait to watch this again.
Awesome. Okay, well, you have a great night, man, and congrats on getting the victory here.
Thanks, guys.
And that is your race winner, Mr. Cody McCauley, coming in first in that 62 machine.
What's that?
As we get, we had someone jump into the room. As we get set to go over our, I know, right? I was like, what? As we get set to look at our final standings for this evening. But an outstanding race for Cody McCauley, coming in first, as you said, a 0.023 second margin of victory over second place Julian Altina. In third will be Nicholas Nuck. In fourth, Sean Garrett. Fifth, Simon Grills. At sixth, Nate Rooker. In seventh position, or finishing seventh, is Cody Bullock. Finishing eighth, Josh Apollos. Max Davies will finish ninth. Joe Hutchings in 10th. Joe McAdory will be in 11th. And 12th is Gary Corley. Finishing in 13th, Lanty Mills. And 14th, Nicholas Wessener. In 15th, Charles Teeth. Finishing 16th, Bill Swabauer. 17th, Josh Garner. 18th, Daniel Andrea. 19th, Nick Rowland. And in 20th, Francis Farino. In 21st, Simon Keene, which I don't think he ran. So that will round out our finishing order for tonight, as Freaky Fast is getting set to take a night off tomorrow night, and they'd be back here with the World Series of Sim Racing. And then next week, Thursday, and every Thursday night, right back here with the Gulf Coast IndyCar Series. Mr. Robert, it was a great race. We had an outstanding race here tonight, and we want to make sure that everyone understands that these races would not be possible without our fine sponsors like the Butt Kicker and the Gamer 2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience, and the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10 powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion, and much more. By moving a physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the game or two at thebutkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's Freaky with 2 E's. FreakyFast20 for 20% off the game or two at thebutkicker.com. Freaky Fast Broadcasting also brought to you by Abruzzi USA. Abruzzi USA, your wear, your way. Check them out at AbruzziUSA.com. That's ABRUZZI. From sim gloves, custom gloves, karting gloves and boots, and much, much more for all of your apparel needs. AbruzziUSA.com. Your wear, your way. And use the promo code FreakyFast. Again, Freaky with 2 E's for 20% off of your order of over $30. If you wanted to just try the starter gloves to get a 10% off of that, use the promo code BROADBENT, BROADBENT. But best thing to do, Zach, just go ahead and get the personalized gloves. Use the Freaky Fast 20% off code, and have you some gloves that are customized just for you. That's AbruzziUSA.com. Freaky Fast also brought to you by iPitting. iPitting board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams. It helps you to create an iRacing series board for all your teammates, provides a clear vision of every data point that they need, from schedules, results, championship points, standings, and more. And it's also a great help for your community manager to use the tool to share knowledge and information on social networks along with achievements. That's iPitting, the iPitting board at iPitting.com. Fellas, what a night we had tonight in Miami.
Yes, we have. All right. Well, I'd like to say thank you to everybody for tuning in on Facebook, and also everybody tuning in on YouTube. But all right, well, we're going to get ready to sign off. But one last thing I want to say, if you're looking for an IndyCar league, make sure you check out Gulf Coast IndyCar Series here every Thursday night, broadcasted to you by Freaky Fast Broadcasting. They run these awesome Indy cars. They have awesome races. This is only the second round here so far, so you got time to join. Make sure you check them out over there on Facebook at Gulf Coast IndyCar Series, or you can look them up on iRacing League page at the same Gulf Coast IndyCar Series over there on the iRacing League portal. And they'd be more than willing to help you out and get you set up to come out next week and run with us. But all right, guys. Well, like Lee said, we are off tomorrow, and then we will be live with World Series of Sim Racing League at Daytona International Speedway for round number 7. And we'll see if we can put a new winner in there, or if we have a back-to-back winner, or if Brian Johnson or Zach can maybe get a win, or does Larry, put it back in the victory lane. But last but not least, this is the weekend for 4th of July, so everybody please out there, be safe. If you're going to set your fireworks off out back, just make sure you have a bucket of water so you can put the fireworks out, and do it in a safe area for the kids and family, to enjoy your 4th of July. But if not, hopefully we see you in the next one, hopefully Saturday night, whatever. But anything else you guys want to add before we sign off to just head right up the road?
I think we're good to go. I'm good.
Good to go. All right. Well, I think Lee's off eating chicken or something. We didn't talk about food here tonight, so this is the first time at Freaky Fast we didn't have a food discussion. But all right. Well, until then, we'll catch you Saturday night. Everybody, be safe. God bless you all. Peace out. Later.
Bye.
Yep.